Hi guys, we're talking all about drugstore products today, specifically eyeliners and eyeshadows. I got a request on Instagram to share with you my favorite ones from the drugstore, and we're starting off with eyeshadow palettes. There's one that I rave about all the time, and it is this Revlon CustomEyes palette, and this is in Naturally Glamorous. This is the perfect little nude eyeshadow palette that you can carry around with you in your makeup bag because it is so tiny. It comes with 5 shadows that you can really play with and create a really nice natural look and also a smoky eye for those nights out. And I like applying all of this with my fingers. I'll take this shade over here and apply that all over the lid. This is a gorgeous shade. It's kind of like a burnt brown with some red in there, and this is also nice for the outer corner. This middle shade is perfect for highlighting the brow bone and also in the inner corner. See how pigmented that is? This is also nice to use all over the lid or in that outer corner. This is nice to smoke out the look or also just line your eyes. This is one of the ones that I always have in my makeup bag. I go back and forth between this and the next one I'm going to show you. A recent similar favorite is from Wet n Wild, and this is the Naked Truth palette. And this one also comes with 5 shades, but this one does not have a black. Before I toss these because they just fell out, I never use these. Don't use them. I think you're better off using your fingers with these little eyeshadow palettes from the drugstore. This dark brown is super pigmented, so I like that a lot right there. Down here it says crease. This is a nice brown with some gold shimmer in there, and I do like to use this in the crease. So this is another really nice palette. I think it's cheaper than the Revlon palette, and something like this is nice because when I'm really on the go, I tend to finish off my makeup in the car. So that's why I like having these that I can apply with my fingers, and they're pretty pigmented. Next, I love the Wet n Wild Trios, and the one that I love the most, and it's probably one of my favorite little eyeshadow palettes or trios ever. I can't find it right now, and I don't know why, but that one is the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells, and I know a lot of you also love Walking on Eggshells. This is Silent Treatment. I also like Silent Treatment, but Walking on Eggshells is my favorite. It's a beautiful neutral trio. Just check it out. These are about $2 at the drugstore. It's such a good deal, and these shadows are really good quality. This dark shade right here is so pigmented and nice to, it says to put in your crease, but you can also just line your eyes with it. It is so dark. And then this one says eyelid, so all over the lid you can apply this purplish gray shade. So all of these are really pretty pigmented and creamy. I love these trios a lot. So Silent Treatment and Walking on Eggshells are my favorite. The next two from Wet n Wild, if you can tell, I love Wet n Wild eyeshadows. I think they're some of the best in the drugstore. And these 2 palettes I do recommend. This is the Comfort Zone palette that a lot of people love, and this is Petal Pusher, which has a lot of lilac tones, and it is gorgeous. So I'm going to start off with this one. It comes with 8 shadows, and it's really fun to play with these. This is a nice brow bone shade, and it does say brow bone. Sometimes with these Wet n Wild palettes and trios, they will say brow bone, eyelid, crease, definer, and they don't look right. Like some of the trios, they say brow bone, but it'll be like a bright blue or something. You know what I mean? Like, have you seen that? And it's really strange. So don't always follow what it says. Kind of go with your gut instinct. But this one is a nice brow bone. The eyelid shade on this side is really nice. It's a pretty light lilac. This is a pretty pigmented purple for the crease. And this one says definer, but I think this would be gorgeous on the lid as well. And this is a purpley blue. So these are gorgeous, gorgeous. And these are also really easy to play with, so don't get too discouraged if you're not used to these types of shades. Over on this column right here, this brow bone shade, it looks almost like a pinky metallic, but I would say it's like a white, maybe with a very, very slight pink or lilac undertone. This I would not recommend for the brow bone all by itself because it's way too metallic and shimmery, but this will be a gorgeous inner corner highlight. This crease right here is so pigmented. It reminds me of Blackheart from the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. It's a black with some red shimmer in there. So this is a gorgeous palette to play with if you want to get into the purples. These retail for about $5 in the US, so you get a lot for your money. This next palette is Comfort Zone that a lot of people love. So those are the pretty warm shades on this side. This eyelid shade, gorgeous green if you wanted to try out something fun. And this down here is so beautiful. This one is kind of like a peacock shade because it has that metallic duochrome look where it's a little bit of a teal, a little bit of blue. Out of all these shades, this one down here is the most buttery and beautiful. So I think the $5 is worth it just to get this shadow down here. I really need to play with this because I don't play with that at all. So those right there were pretty much my favorite drugstore palettes and trios. Now we're gonna get into some cream eyeshadow, and these, it's all one brand and you know what it is. It's the Maybelline Color Tattoos. So I'll just show you the ones that I recommend, and they are currently still in store. So this one is a big favorite amongst a lot of people, and this one's Bad to the Bronze. I can't wear these on its own or else it'll crease on me, so I just use this to prime my lids. So this is a nice base. It's just beautiful. And if you have problems with these getting a little bit too dry, take your finger, go like this for a little while, and that warmth from your finger will warm it back up and it'll get it creamy again. Probably my favorite at the moment out of all of these is Inked in Pink. This one is a beautiful base if you're going to be using the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. Another one that I ran out of, but I'll mention it anyway, is the one called Barely Branded. And that one is also shimmery. The ones I showed you are all shimmery. And Barely Branded is an off-white, and that one's stunning. It's probably my favorite as a base for all shadows. Another couple of my eyeshadow favorites from the drugstore are these guys right here from L'Oreal, and these are the Infallible eyeshadows. This one is called Iced Latte, and these are super shimmery. They're like a metallic finish. This will be really pretty for the inner corner as a highlight. I would say the best ways to apply these is with your fingers, where you can get a lot of pigment on there, or with a wet makeup brush. And this one is a favorite for a lot of people. It's called Amber Rush. Amber Rush is almost like a rose gold. So if you want to go for a rose gold makeup look, use this. It is stunning. And now we're moving on to my favorite liners from the drugstore. These two I'm going to mention first because they're almost like an eyeshadow, at least that's how I use them. This is a cult favorite. This is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. This one is good for all over the eyes, and that's why I say it's kind of like an eyeshadow. I apply this all over the lid, and this is perfect as a base when you want to apply an eyeshadow on top that is super vibrant and you want that color to really show up. If you want to try a different one as an all-over shadow, and also can be used as a base like a color tattoo, this one is called Strawberry Milk. So this is a really pretty pink one with shimmer, kind of like the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Inked in Pink. And they're really easy to apply because it's in pencil form and you can't beat that. I pretty much only stick with 3 eyeliners when it comes to the drugstore. And this is my Holy Grail Milani Liquid Eye Liquid Like Eyeliner Pencil in black. I use this every day, no doubt. Super pigmented black, barely touch your eye and you will get a dramatic black line. Love this more than anything. This is a nice brown eyeliner, and this is the Jordana Easy Liner in Lavish Brown. I use this a lot in videos too. Again, really nice, easy brown. And this is a nice one to brighten up your waterline if you've heard or seen a lot of people use a nude pencil to line the waterline and really open up the eyes. This is my favorite. It's the Rimmel Scandaleyes Waterproof Kohl Kajal in Nude. Simple enough. It just makes me look a lot more awake and it cancels out the redness that you have there. And I definitely recommend using a nude eyeliner for this instead of a white one. And last but not least, I gotta mention one liquid eyeliner, and my favorite from the drugstore is this Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner Plus Serum in Ultra Black. I don't really know about the whole serum lengthening my eyelashes, but I do like this as an eyeliner because it's super thin and fine, so you get a very precise line. This one does not look that black anymore because I think it's drying up. I need to get a new one. I actually do have a new one. I should probably just crack it open. So that kind of looks gross now. But this is a very good eyeliner if you want a precise line. The only thing with this is it doesn't dry matte. It has that shiny finish to it, which I hate. So I always want to set it with an eyeshadow, which is kind of annoying. So I will be looking for one that has a matte finish. If you have a suggestion, let me know what it is. But otherwise, I do love this eyeliner. I think you get the most beautiful winged liner with it, even though you may not be the best at it. Like I'm not. I suck at creating winged liner, but this one makes it a lot easier. And that's it. Those were my favorite eyeshadows and eyeliners from the drugstore. Let me know in the comments if you have any of the same favorites or if you have any suggestions on things to try. For example, maybe a liquid eyeliner that has a matte finish or any more eyeshadow palettes that you want me to check out. I have tried the Maybelline Nudes palette that came out recently. I do have it, but I did not put it in this video for a reason. I'm not a big fan of it. So yes, I have tried that. But if you have any other suggestions, I would love to know about them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all again really soon. Bye!